On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And now off to the races, down the right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mills to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
lead. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A first down throw for Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. This ball caught by Mechie. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll decide to keep this once more. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A give running right, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action with Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. First and 10, it's Pierce. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mills now from the 50. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. 20. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go. It's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now a 2nd down throw from Mills. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Mills. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have regained the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Commanders 14, Texans 8.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's second and 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go play action. Mills. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, here's Mills. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
14 more yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at this 21-yard line.
Mills on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis Mills, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll go play action. Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play fake, Mills. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. This is caught. It's Coates. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
First down, Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. From 21 yards away. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 5 now. Powell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's got some space here. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion left. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mills now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. It's John Simon with a sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down by the backfield. It's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action now, Mills. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mills. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard from 6 yards away. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 1st down, Howell to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Howell with another throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. Well, I bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third and short yardage, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third and long for Mills. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Powell to throw. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd love to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Texans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.